All right, so we got which champion of the chaos is the most powerful. Make sure you guys check out my Twitch at the bottom of the screen. Let's get to the video.
G'day guys and gal. The debate regarding the power ranking of each Chaos God is a hot one, and
Okay.
one I personally enjoy getting into, as the fundamental answer is that they are all more or less as powerful than each other, depending on the season and who is writing the particular lore at the time. However, ranking their chosen champion's power is significantly more straightforward.
Okay, let me see if I know some of these guys. I know one of these guys' name is Kharn. One of them name is Slanesh, right? I think this freakster right here is Slanesh. I do not like this guy right here. And I think one of them like wants you to like worship them or whatever. I think so. I think so.
As they are fundamentally mortal flesh and blood warriors. Sure, they may be so juiced up by Chaos trend that they are borderline demons, but it's still a lot easier to figure out their ranking than it is to their intangible metaphysical gods. Today we'll discuss the power of each of the 4 champions of Chaos by looking at their various feats to determine who is the most powerful before
hey, which one is
into a hypothetical battle.
Real quick, which one is your favorite, by the way? I don't have. You know what? I think one of those guys is Kharn. I mean, I might just go for him, but like, listen, they're all freaks. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those guys are all devious Arkham Asylum freaks. So technically, I don't have like a favorite or whatever. But comment down below, which one is your favorite?
The death. Let's get into
it. Let's go, man. Let's go.
For a bit of lore quickly, who are the champions of Chaos and why are these 4 above all the rest? After all, there is a shitload of other champions of Chaos, but they are all very much clearly beneath these 4. Well, each Chaos God wanted to have an exceptional mortal warrior to act as their living weapon and most prized mortal servant. It was very, very important that they remain mortal so that they would not suffer any of the restrictions that demons do, such as being banishable, needing warp energy to materialize, and so on. Thus they—
They're mortal? Okay, I can't lie to you. At first, I thought they were like immortal. I can't lie to you. Sometimes I be saying immortal. Sometimes I be saying immortal instead of immoral. Wait, I thought they were. I thought they were all like immoral though. I thought they couldn't be killed or whatever. So they can actually be killed. Like they're all moral. I did not know that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is disgusting, by the way. Like this right here, man. Whoever did. Oh wait, is this supposed to be like the representation of the guy with the mouth as a stomach? Ew.
Could be the vanguard commanders for Chaos invasions, as well as being in constant play. Now, I do use the term mortal pretty loosely here. Each champion is more or less unkillable, and if they are actually killed, their patron god will just bring them back to life. Yes, it's not very fair, but what can you do?
Yeah,
true. Kharn's champion is Kharn the Betrayer, because Warhammer has a hard-on for straightforward name connections. For Slanesh, it's Lucius the Eternal. For Nurgle, it's Typhus. And for Tisnich, it's Ahriman. Each champion was an OG member of the Great Crusade, someone who has started their life at the dawn of the Imperium and is still very much kicking around deep into the era of Dark Imperium and the Great Rift. They have gained so much favor with their patron god that they are no longer subservient to their demon Primarch fathers, with said Primarchs often despising these wayward sons and attempting to kill them out of jealousy or because their son fucked them over, like with what Typhus did to Mortarion and his legion. Because of this, they will lead their own independent warbands, or even at times, even close to half the legion.
So basically, they're rebellious freaks. These guys are absolute just like they're demons, like they're actual demons. They're just rebellious menaces. Okay.
Fighting in the name of their demon god, even if they don't actually want to. Kharn is an absolute beast in melee. He is somehow being able to combine the insane adrenaline-fueled demonic battle psychosis alongside with extreme skill and finesse. So whilst most World Eaters or Khornite servants will charge in with immense force but no skill or finesse, opening themselves up to be easily countered, Kharn has no such issue. Kharn charging at you is like watching your death unfold in real time, especially since he often cannot tell friend from foe. Whenever Kharn pops up in the lore, the genre turns from action to horror real fast, as you literally cannot stop him.
Oh, he's an actual crash out. If one of your details like that people describe you as, oh bro, he's that much of a crash out to the point to where when he's crashing out, he can't tell who's friend or foe. Bro, that's like you walking up, that's like you and your friend walking up to like 2 other guys or whatever, right? And your friend is that much of a crash out that whenever he's like crashing out and just like laying everybody out and punching whatever, and like let's say like he lays these 2 guys out and he turns to you, he's still fuming. I'm talking foam out the mouth, just crash out material. Bro, you telling me that this guy right here is that much of a crash out that he's laying out his own people? Man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is why he's probably my favorite out of all of the 4. He's a crash out. I like him.
He makes other other Space Marines look like teenage girls to his Jason Voorhees. He used to be kind of beatable by either just straight up better warriors or by using better tactics against him, but he learns from each fight and is now a literal war demigod.
This man is
Before his
Goku.
ascension to Chaos Champion of Khorne, he was considered to be one of the greatest warriors to ever live. However, he was beaten a few times. Garviel Loken was able to impale him on a Land Raider spike during their fight. Nasir Amit was able to beat him into submission during the least friendly honor duel I've ever seen. Sigismund brutally killed him during the Siege of Terra, which forced Khorne to directly intervene and resurrect Kharn as his champion. However, since then, Kharn has never lost in all the countless fights he has had. The only times he's gotten close to losing was against Abaddon, who was more juiced up than Kharn was, although as a fun fact, Kharn was hitting Abaddon's sword so hard with his axes that the faces of the sword twisted into a grimace of pain, as the demon inside the sword was literally hurting from Kharn's blows. And then the other time was when he fought against Azrael, who was a master swordsman and used his greater finesse to initially score some good hits against Kharn. However, Azrael had to withdraw as he saw that he actually couldn't beat Kharn cleanly, and the only chance he had would be to go for a killing strike, which would then also let Kharn kill him as well. Despite all his corruption and bloodlust, Kharn has a malicious intelligence and a keen tactical sense. He doesn't just randomly slaughter, he will pick a path and cut his way through it, set on reaching a tactical position or an enemy warlord that needs slaying.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this guy, so far, like, he seems like the most, okay, I was about to say reasonable for some reason. He seems like the most, I don't know, he seems like the coolest one. Now, I'm not saying being a crash out's cool, because if you're a crash out, I mean, brother, I mean, listen, I don't think being crash outs, listen, and if you're a crash out watching this video, don't throw your phone, okay? Don't crash out on your phone just because I called you out. At the end of the day, right, being a crash out's not good, but at the same time, out of, like, all 4 of these champions, I think I would rather like him more, because everybody else is a bunch of freaks.
Oh yeah, and he murdered the shit out of Saint Celestine, an angel that once beat up Abaddon, so there's that. Now onto Slaanesh. I'm biased, but I really don't like Lucius the Eternal. As a mortal, he was an obnoxious, treacherous douchebag who had 0 redeeming qualities. I only ever enjoyed his lore when it was him getting humbled, which fortunately was quite frequent. He was a master swordsman, one of the best in the Legion.
I'm gonna be honest with you, even though Major Q don't like him, I like this armor. This armor's tight, bro. He looks like a Minnesota Vikings, like, football player. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, bro, this purple hit crazy. The purple and gold, man, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is hard.
And he loved to gloat about it, but he was so obsessed with the blade that he overlooked the other dirtier styles of combat. He constantly fought in honor duels within his and other legions, and he racked up a massive amount of victories, but also a cool amount of L's. When he first fought against Loken, Loken instantly beat him by drawing him in, powering his sword, and then punching him in the face. A dishonorable yet hilarious way to win the duel. The broken nose Lucius received from that never properly healed and ruined his otherwise perfect face.
Ooh.
In another instance, he dueled against Azkaellon, and despite Lucius technically winning by drawing first blood, Azkaellon kicked his ass and humiliated him in front of a large crowd of his own warriors. Time and time again, Lucius would get clapped, with the most enjoyable being his duel against Nakonai Sharakin, a Raven Guard swordsman who brutalized Lucius and put him down like the rabid dog he was.
Yo, Lucius, bro, man, you are getting packed up. Man, look at his face, man. Hey, y'all know whenever y'all, like, y'all make, like, pizza or something like that, like, from scratch, and y'all got the dough, and you put, like, the little X in the dough. That's what this looks like, man. Man, he looked like Victor Zsasz from Batman. Like, this is, man, he looks like a criminal. I can't lie to you. Listen, if I got packed up that much, if I got slap boxed that much, if I got the beats that much, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll become a crash out as well. I'll be real with you.
Slaanesh was forced to intervene to bring him back to life, also selecting him as a champion in the process. Lucius would go on to lose and lose and lose. However, his new power basically allowed him to reincarnate through the body of whoever had killed him, if that person felt pride or satisfaction in the action of doing so. That's right, he lost so often and so much that his god was like, oh fuck fine, I will give you a really overpowered ability that is dependent upon you losing. The first time this power manifested was when Lucius was killed by a fellow Emperor's children in a duel. This then spawned a pretty funny meme that said, is Lucius the greatest duelist in all of the legions? To which a battle brother of the Emperor's children simply says, Lucius isn't even the best duelist of the Emperor's children.
Oh my.
I mean, Lucius once fucking died by stepping on a landmine and then had to reincarnate via the guy that built the landmine and took pride in his craftsmanship.
Bro. So wait a minute. This dude's power is literally like, okay, boom, if you beat me and you feel proud that you beat me, or if you feel good that you beat me, I become you? Are you so what I'm supposed to feel sad? I get to live another day. And then 2 seconds later, you spawn inside of me? Pause. Wait, hold up. Pause the video. Okay, that did not sound right at all. But you listen, you know what I'm saying. Bro, he lost so much he turned into this demon freak. Bro, he don't even and he got all these faces and stuff making all types of expressions. They doing thumbnail faces. They like this is ridiculous.
Yes, Lucius is a fantastic warrior.
No, he's
but
not.
With him not showing up much in the
No,
lore
he's
these
not.
days, and the writers making him super unlikable and then humiliating him left, right, and center, it's hard to take him super seriously. Now onto the most scheming of all the champions, and no, it's not Ahriman. We have Typhus. Out of all the champions, Typhus wanted to be Nurgle's cum-slut the most. He was subtly manipulating his legion from the get-go to eventually lead them to chaos and damnation. Typhus was also a psyker, and despite suppressing his powers as to not enrage his psychophobic Primarch daddy, he ended up becoming quite a potent one later in life. Despite looking like a walking STI, Typhus is actually the most well-rounded of the champions, being a powerful psyker, a walking tank, a melee beast, and a brilliant commander. After all, he was able to lure the Death Guard directly to Nurgle's realm by killing its navigators and then tricking Mortarion into trusting him. Nurgle was then able to directly infect the Death Guard, forcing Mortarion to accept Nurgle to save his legion. Mortarion actually killed Typhus for his betrayal. However, being in Nurgle's realm as Nurgle's champion, Typhus simply reformed and mocked his father. After the heresy, Typhus took half the legion as his own.
So you got both of the nasty dudes beefing with each other? That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting it now. So basically, the champions of the four freaks. Basically, you got like the Kharn guy, the Slaanesh, this nasty beast right here, Nurgle, whatever his name is. And do you have like the last one? They all have like champions or whatever. So I understand that. But like, bro, what's with these like rebellion freaks? Like rebellion against like their against their master. Like, what's up with this? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is just completely real, man. If I was born in this like part of the chaos, bro, man, I'm getting my passport immediately. I'm out of here, bro. Imagine seeing these. Ooh, man, like just looking at this picture alone just makes me itch. You ever like look at something and like it makes you itch a little bit? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Nah, see, I wouldn't take half of the Legion or whatever. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. Man, I'm out of here, bro. I'm going to Costa Rica or something, bro. You're not catching me. Forget that.
Est being the most powerful ship in Nurgle's navy. Typhus has been a very active commander ever since, bringing doom and plague to a shitload of Imperial worlds, including his very own zombie plague. Yes, Typhus has been World War Z-ing the shit out of everyone's tits. Some of his best feats including dueling and beating Huron Blackheart, Master of the Maelstrom and Abaddon's greatest rival, invading and permanently fucking up Medusa, homeworld of the Iron Hands, as well as being an instrumental part of Abaddon's Black Crusades. I don't actually know how you would even fight Typhus. He has this aura of decay, with anyone that gets too close to him getting infected with horrific shit as their armor rusts around them.
Bro, he stinks so bad. Man, in other words, man, he stinks so bad, man, your armor's gonna melt. Man, bro, what type of nuclear substance do he have in his left hand? Like, that's basically what Major Kill just said. Bro, Major Kill just said, bro, if you get too close to this man, bro, it's like dragon's breath. Like, bro, it's over, bro. It's like, bro, oh, man, he hasn't brushed his teeth since 27 BC. Like, bro, that's basically what he's saying. Like,
and as I said, he's also a sorcerer of great power, and he has a massive demon power scythe. Even if you do manage to hit him, I don't think it does much. Nurglite warriors are famous for their resilience, with Typhus being the greatest of them. All round, just a massive problem.
Oh, he's just
Final
gooey.
champion is Ahriman. Ahriman likes to pretend that he isn't Titsnitch's bitch and acts entirely on his own free will, which Titsnitch finds cute so it doesn't turn him into a chaos spawn for his insolence. The thing is, Titsnitch has thought about destroying Ahriman countless times, but then he finds himself either impressed by him too much or he just finds him really entertaining. See, Ahriman is so powerful that he just does shit that constantly surprises Titsnitch. The rubric of Ahriman, which did actually stop the flash change, something Magnus...
He probably sees himself inside of him. Like, even though he'd be like, oh, you know, I could destroy or whatever, he probably sees himself a lot, like, inside of him. That's probably, like, why he doesn't destroy him or whatever.
Surprised the changer of ways and actually got him to stop Magnus from turning Ahriman inside out. From then on, Ahriman has been on a quest to understand the nature of Titsnitch and figure out a way to undo the rubric and return his legion back to its former living glory. a quest that doesn't really seem to be helping Tithnich out, but one that has been so fun that the god allows it to continue. Ahriman has even penetrated into the Black Library, which is something no Force of Chaos has ever achieved before. The dude is just really horny for knowledge, with the goal of one day being able to be free to own his own destiny and be done with Tithnich's games, which knowing Ahriman he might actually achieve. So who is actually the most powerful of the four? Who would win in a fight? Well, it depends on the fight. If it was a four-way war with their legions, I'd say Typhus probably has it in the bag due to his superior commanding abilities, as Lucius and Kharn are sort of just solo champions, whilst Ahriman has always been more of an explorer than a commander. But if we dial it down to a four-way duel, here's what would probably happen. Kharn and Lucius would go for each other in a melee duel, whilst Ahriman and Typhus would duke it out as sorcerers. The duel between Lucius and Kharn would be vicious and hectic, but Kharn would eventually win, brutally tearing Lucius apart. He is just straight up a better warrior. Also, as Kharn probably wouldn't take pride in it, Lucius would be unable to reincarnate, and even if Kharn did take pride, he has Khorne wanking him off, which would ward off Slanesh's power. As for Ahriman and Typhus, a lot of what makes Typhus such a beast wouldn't do too much to Ahriman. His aura of plague and disease wouldn't affect Ahriman's psychic shielding, and the fight would probably take place at range. Typhus could try close the gap and make it a melee fight, but he isn't exactly a speed demon, and Ahriman has a million tools to keep the distance, such as teleporting or using false Ahriman illusions or his flying disc thing. It would take a while to wear Typhus down, but Ahriman's significantly superior sorcery, not just from his power but also his versatility, would overcome Typhus, with Ahriman then incinerating him with unholy warp fire. It would then be Ahriman vs Kharn, Khorne vs Tithnich. Kharn is actually quite resilient to warp energy due to Khorne's blessings, so it's not as simple as Ahriman just snapping his fingers. The fight would go for a while, with Kharn constantly sprinting at Ahriman, but with Ahriman also having his floating disc and ability to summon demons, I can't really see Kharn being able to reach him, especially as he is worn down more and more by the constant barrage of psychic attacks. Logically, Ahriman should win this fight, eventually breaking down Kharn and then vaporizing him, but I also wouldn't be shocked if Kharn was able to throw one of his axes at a good moment, which would take out Ahriman's floating disc, and then as Ahriman is getting back up, Kharn pounces on him and then brutalizes him to death. But overall, I would give it to Ahriman. Remember, this is a non-plot armor fight. If you mixed up who fought at the start, the result would probably be the same. Kharn would probably be able to rip Typhus to shreds before the diseases were able to affect him, whilst Lucius would just get turned to dust by Ahriman.
Wait, he's that powerful? Man.
So in my opinion, the winner is Ahriman, with Kharn as a close second. Typhus is third, and Lucius is last.
So like, okay, so like Major Kill said at the beginning, right? You guys know how like you have like the Khorne guy, the Slanesh, the was it Nurgle, something like that, and then like the last dude, Tilakitigi, whatever his name is. I know Major Kill just said that all four of those guys are like whenever it comes to power level, they're kind of like not that like they're kind of like all like kind of like around like the same power or whatever. But like if you guys have to choose one hypothetically, because there's probably like not really like an answer or whatever, but if there is an answer, let me know. Which one is like the most like powerful? I would assume that the guy who never lost, sorry, not the guy who never lost, but like the guy who lost like a bunch of battles, whatever. No. I'm sorry. The guy who rarely lost, they consider him like the greatest warrior of all time, whatever. I'll probably like consider him the best. I think Slanesh, she just a freak. Or it could be like this, or the dude that stank, the dude that got like the stomach, like he had like the mouth that's like the stomach or whatever. Yeah, the dude that stank. He could definitely be like number one or whatever. But out of all those four, which one is like the most powerful one?
Fuck Lucius. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel,
shout out to Major Kill, man. This was definitely like a nice video, nice fun video. I didn't even know that like a lot of these that all four of those chaos whatever demons had like champions or had like little, not a mini me, but I didn't know that they all had like a little underling or something like that. I didn't know that, man. Comment down below what do you guys think about this. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure you guys follow my Twitch at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you there. Peace out.